Hey, it's Kayak Cliff here, and I'm in Buffalo, New York, and up here for the week for working, so I figured I'd come a day early and spend Sunday biking the Erie Canal Heritage Trail. We're not going to kayak today, we're going to bike. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add biking to my kayaking videos, and we're going to kayak and bike trails around the United States. Today, it's the Erie Canal Heritage Trail. And this trail starts in Buffalo, New York, and it goes all the way to Albany, New York. It's about it's over 300 miles. I want to say it's about 300 to 350 mile trail. And a lot of people bike this and camp along the way or stay at bed and breakfast along the way. It's just a beautiful trail to spend for flat cycling and just beauty going through lots of little towns. So come along with me today and we'll take a look at the Erie Canal Heritage Trail. Hey, I'm out here in front of the Erie Canal Discovery Center, and it's a great little spot to stop in just to check on the history of the trail. This is my Brompton M6L folding bike. They're handmade in Britain. Really interesting bikes, very well made with a very high build quality. I travel with this bike and I get performance that's similar to my road bike. Very, very comfortable, and heck, as you see right here, it only takes about 24 seconds to put together. Here's the lock in Lockport. Got a little tour boat coming into it, but basically you can see that the water level's at one height here, and then when we get down to the bottom on the trail, you'll actually see the water level is a lot lower, and that you take these locks to lower the boat traffic. Here you can see the actual doors for the lock are closing. Out that way is Lake Erie. Here's the boat, and they're going to actually lower it and go down to the lower level. So you can see the boat going down lower. Let's see if we can look downstream. Down there's all the water coming out of the upper lock, and this is equalizing between the two levels of the canal. And there on the left down there you see the Erie Canal Trail. That's what we're going to get on the bike. Looks like this lock lowered the level of the canal probably 15 or 20 feet. My plan while riding was to ride out, say, 20 miles and then ride back 20 miles. But in the day of Uber and Lyft, I wanted to see if I could ride out 40 miles and in one of these small remote towns, like I think that would be Medina, you know, catch an Uber back to Lockport where I started. But I don't know if there's Uber service out there, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm at least going to go out 20 miles and then probably come back 20 miles. But I'd rather see more of the trail and just take an Uber back. Hey, the other half of my passion is kayaking, as you all know. And there's plenty of that on the Erie Canal. Again, you know, you can go 350 miles, camp out, do it on bike or kayak. And I'm changing the Kayak Cliff channel. I'm just adding a little more to it. I'm going to add cycling as well. And yeah, my objective is just to get more people out there, you know, whether it's paddling or whether it's cycling, and just exploring the beautiful areas that we have in our own communities, but also you know, across the United States, perhaps as you travel. That's why I have a folding kayak, and now I have a folding bike. So I can just check it on the airplane, doesn't cost me a dime, and have a bike with me wherever I go. Arr, a pirate ship on the Erie Canal. Come aboard, mateys. Hey, just a quick little reminder. If you like my videos, again, they're focused on kayaking and now biking. Mainly trails and adventures of just getting out there and exploring around the United States and heavily in Texas. So if you like it, just hit subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me at Kayak Cliff on Facebook. And you know, hit the little alert bell. That way you'll be alerted when there's new videos available. I certainly appreciate your support. Looks like a little cafe and bakery you can stop off at, get something to eat. There's another cafe, little coffee shop, another little restaurant. Quaint little town. But the cool thing is, if you only have a couple water bottles with you on the bike, stop off at these little towns, you know, buy a couple bottles of water to refresh, or maybe one of these businesses will just fill them up for free for you. Well, Uber says for 22 bucks I can get back to Lockport from Middleport here. Looks like it might be about a 19-minute wait. So if you want to grab lunch and, you know, grab an Uber and go back, especially if you got a folding bike like this Brompton here, it'll work. Okay, just left Middleport and talked to a guy here on the trail, and Medina is the next town. Looks like it's about 4 or 5 miles, so not too far. We'll be there. I think I'll regroup, check Uber again, but probably get some more water and maybe some sunscreen for the back of my neck. I forgot to bring my buff to cover my neck. The paths that we're on today, this trail was, you know, has actually been here as long as the canal's been. And of course, the purpose of this canal was to ship goods from the Atlantic Ocean up the Hudson River to Albany, New York, and then across the state to Buffalo, which is the terminus of the Erie Canal. And of course, in Buffalo is the beginning of Lake Erie and access to all the cities along the Great Lakes. So this canal that we're on, this was actually what mules would pull barges along the canal with back in the old days. How y'all doing? The canal trail continues along the canal here. I just wanted to get on the main road, drive into the downtown area and check it out. Well, this is a beautiful downtown area. Small town America here. This is beautiful. Okay, here I'm sitting here at Fitzgibbons Pub here in downtown Medina, and gonna grab me a veggie burger and some fries, load up on some liquids, and then head on back to Lockport. It was, let me see here, It was 18.10 miles. So basically 18 miles here. I'm gonna check the Uber app just for the heck of it to see if it works here, but I'm just gonna turn around and ride back and get a good clean 35, 36 miles. Hey, what biking does for me is getting out and putting miles on the bike or paddling in the kayak. Just getting out in nature is just rejuvenates my soul. It, you know, all the stresses that we have in our work lives and our family lives, it's just so important to get out and get some cardiovascular activity going. For me, that's kayaking and biking. For others, maybe it's going to the gym and being on the treadmill. Just doing something. But if you can get out and explore and get out in nature, I promise it'll do something for you. You'll finish refreshed and ready to take on whatever comes at you the next day or that evening or whatever. Servo's Haygood House. It was built in 1833 while the Erie Canal was being excavated and built. Boy, it's quite something. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Trail Link. Trail Link is an app. It's an iOS app for your Apple device. I believe they have one for Androids as well. But it's an app that the Rail to Trail Conservancy puts out, which basically has every rail trail, every city trail, every trail known around the country. And it's amazing. You just put in the zip code or the city you're going to. It'll tell you exactly what trails are there, how long they are. It'll have reviews by everybody. Awesome app. I highly recommend it. It's what I'm going to be looking at as I go to different places to figure out where I want to ride. So check out Trail Link on your iOS Apple device and also on your Android. Well, I'm back to Lockport. Getting ready to fold this thing up. It's partially folded right now. Only takes, 20 seconds to fold it. But beautiful ride. About 38 miles total round trip. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you out there next time.